Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the plan with me for the week of May 18th through May 24th. Um, so yeah, what happened this week? Well, The Mandalorian and Grogu came out. That's what happened this week. But anyways, um, I also took Friday off, so I am having a 4-day weekend because if you live in the United States, tomorrow, Monday, is Memorial Day. So happy early Memorial Day or whatever. Um, and of course, I'm starting off this video with updating my calendar page with my daily stickers. Um, yeah, let me go through real quick while I update my sidebar and tell you what the days were that I was marking. So Monday was Museum Day, so I used that sticker of the museum from Animal Crossing. It was Devil's Food Cake Day on Tuesday, and you're going to hear me flipping through my notebook. Wednesday was Pick Strawberries Day. Thursday was Waiters/Waitress Day. Friday was actually World Goth Day, but I was going to mark The Mandalorian and Grogu because it actually came out on Friday. Saturday was World Turtle Day, so I used Tortimer from Animal Crossing. And I used that Glinda tiara for Tiara Day, which is today. So, now we're going to get into my day by day. And so, yeah, on Monday, very first thing I had to do when I got to work is call my diabetes doctor because I was out of my Dexcom sensors and I was also out of my Vyvanse, which is what is something that she actually prescribes me. So, am I doing the right thing, taking care of my ADHD? I don't know, but I'm doing what I can and it's helping. I had a closing at 9 o'clock on Monday. I actually had quite a few closings this week. Not as many as last week, but I had a few. I had a salad for lunch. That was good. And then I marked down that I definitely needed my meds because I could tell already that, like, my focus just was not there. So, and then, my diabetes doctor managed to get everything called in. Now, my mom did have to do me a huge solid and go to my doctor to pick up the written prescription, and then she went and dropped it off for me. And then I had to go pick it up. So I went home. My mom had cooked barbecue chicken, and I had a shower, and I had some rainbow sherbet for dessert. I don't normally have that. My nephew has a little bit every night for, around 7 o'clock. I normally don't partake, but I really wanted to that day, so I did. And then I went to bed by 7:30, and my special thing that I'm marking, you will see that is a sticker of Britney Spears. I saw some Britney Spears pajamas at Walmart while I was walking out of the store. They did not have my size, so I ordered them offline, so I now have Britney Spears pajamas, but I marked that I saw them. And then on Tuesday, it was one of those I really, really, really needed coffee, so I had some coffee, and I needed more coffee, so, and then there was a mystery in the office about a certain file, and so we were all searching and getting to the bottom of it, which is what I wrote down. And then I had leftover macaroni from the night before for lunch. And then I was watching Emily D. Baker and I had a fangirl moment because she may or may not have referenced me at the beginning of the live stream. Um, but yeah, I got a little excited about that. And I immediately called my mom about it. But then, it was moment was fleeting. It was over. Uh, yeah, and then it was a slower afternoon. But the reason why it was slower is because I felt like um, I was getting overwhelmed, but also it started raining. So I marked that I was drowning because I was trying to be funny. It has a double meaning. It was raining a lot, so I was drowning from that because water. Um, and then I was drowning because of work. But I came home and I ate the most hodgepodge of salads. My nephew has taco salad every Tuesday, and so I had shredded lettuce, a little bit of onion, no meat. Um, and then I decided to put Caesar dressing on it. I don't know. It was good. But then I washed my hair and I went to bed. Um, on Wednesday, uh, everybody seemed to be in a bad mood, and I was very hyper. So the vibes weren't gelling at the time. But I had Sonic for lunch. And then because I was taking Friday off, I had to get a lot of stuff done. Um, just to make sure that everything was going to go smoothly on Friday. I did have one closing on Friday that was being covered by my coworker, so I needed to make sure that I had everything in order for her to be able to handle that and there not be any hiccups, and they call me while I was sound asleep on Friday. But anyways, I got the closing ready, which luckily everything was ready ahead of time on both our end and the lender's end and the borrower's end, so we were good there. And then I came home and my mom had cooked pork chops, and my nephew doesn't eat anything made out of potato unless it is like tater tots or french fries. But she had made some potato salad and surprised me with that because I absolutely love her potato salad. And then I took a shower, and of course I went to bed because I was very, very tired that day. And then on Thursday, I marked that I was getting my steps in because I just ran over the place, actually, just all over. And then my mom and my nephew came and had lunch with me. We went to a local pizza place, and it was fun. It was nice. I actually really enjoy and have always enjoyed when my mom and my nephew come eat with me, but there's a lot of times that, like, they get up later, or my nephew's like, I don't really feel like going anywhere, and so uh, they don't come visit me. So, and then I had a closing at 1:30, and I marked that I couldn't sit still that day, probably because I knew that the next day was going to be my off day, and so I was really excited, but also I was still trying to make sure everything was in order so that nobody got disturbed by my absence. And then I got off at 5 o'clock, and I marked that because normally on Fridays I mark that I got off at 4 or 3:45 or whatever time they allow us to leave, but I worked all day and I left at 5. And then I hung out on the couch most of the evening, and then it's actually out of order, but I took my shower and then I came to my room and I caught up on Lol Cow Bus, and when that was over, I went to bed. And then I think I watched like 2 or 3 different live streams, so yeah. Um, and then on Friday, I did weigh. I gained 0.9, but it was my day off, summer break had officially began, even though my nephew went to school on Monday and did not go back for the rest of the week. But Friday marked the official last day of school for him, and I marked that I slept in. I didn't get up until noon, and that's what I mean by nobody calling me when I'm sound asleep. And then my mom and I went to town, and I got an inspection sticker, and I got my windshield wipers replaced on my car. However, they were out of the rear wiper blades, and yeah, it was a whole thing. And they're supposed to make a request and then call me to let me know if I'm even allowed to order said wiper blades. I don't know. It sounded like a bunch of bull honky to me, but I don't work at AutoZone or O'Reilly's, so whatever. I found them on Walmart, but I'm just gonna wait for them to call me, and I'm gonna give them about a week, and if they don't call me, I'm ordering them off Walmart. But then me and my mom did go to Walmart, and we did a little bit of grocery shopping. We ate Taco Bell, so my mom got to experience sitting in the line for what felt like forever. So there was that. And then we came home. I did laundry and folded clothes. We watched TV together. I washed my hair because I had plans for the next day. And then I went to bed by 2. So, gonna move a little quicker through Saturday. So I got up by 9 o'clock so that we could leave. The weather was supposed to be bad, so we were trying to give ourselves plenty of time. We first tried to go to one sushi place. It was closed for Memorial Day. I didn't realize they were going to close for Memorial Day, but they did. So we went to another sushi place. It was fine, but it was one of those, like, buffet places, and they just have, like, I call it grocery store sushi over there, and it was fine. When I got in the truck, I realized I needed to change my pod, so I changed my pod really quick. It had already started raining, but then we had a lot of time to kill, so we went to Hobby Lobby, which was like right next door to the sushi place, and like down the road from the movie theater. And I didn't actually buy much. I bought a little sticker book and some washi, and an umbrella because it was pouring when we ran out of Hobby Lobby, and then by the time we drove to the movie theater, it had lightened up some. But we went to go see The Mandalorian Grogu, and oh my god, it was so good. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but do not read reviews on movies, because right now they're also saying that the Michael movie is terrible, but I've heard otherwise too. But yeah, I had ice cream, watched TV with my mom, took a bubble bath, watched some YouTube, and I print and cut kits until it was time to go to bed. And then today I got up by 10. I pulled stickers. I had lunch. I did the litter boxes, the trash, washed some dishes, and some laundry. I'm filming and editing right now. I'm going to cut some more kits later. I'm going to eventually do my everything shower and wash my hair, and then I'm going to go to bed by midnight because I don't need to stay up until 2 o'clock like I've been doing for the past couple of days. So that is the week. And yeah, I probably could have done that slower, but I'm not going to go back and re-record that either, am I? No, I'm not. And so what I'm doing now is I'm using some Mandalorian and Grogu stickers to decorate the top where there are spaces that I didn't have any decoration. And yeah, so I thought it was very fitting for the week. But yeah, I'm going to ask you to have a good day, a good week, stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.